As my questions are, how did you meet your spouse? How long do you two plan to stay in Japan? Where are you in completing your studies? And then how did you identify he is the one? What are the things you do for fun in your young marriage? So do you have any intention of moving to another country after your degree? Another question, I want to ask you how you knew you were in love with your husband. Are you truly happy in Japan? Do you believe you made the best choice moving to Japan? Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I should not be smiling, I should be apologizing because this video is long overdue. I put up a question tag as we're about to enter 2023 here on my community page here on YouTube. Literally telling you guys to ask me questions that you want to know about me, get to know me. I'm almost 3 years on YouTube and I have never done a get to know me tag. Some of you might be like, are you sure? Let me tell you why I say I've never. I have done all these, ask me anything about being a black girl in Japan, ask me anything about, studying in Japan, ask me anything about Japanese people, those kind of things, but not really like get to know me, Chilo tag. And that's because, I don't know, I used to see those videos and wonder, do people really want to know me? But yeah, I put up that question tag since ending of last year. And I don't know, I just kept postponing the video. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you are looking out for the video, but yeah, I'm very sorry. But in case you're seeing me for the first time and you're wondering, who is this girl that is rambling? My name is Chioma, aka Chilo. I'm a Nigerian and I'm currently living and studying in Japan, and I've been here for about 4 years. So yeah, that's just what my channel is about. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. It feels like I'm interacting with you guys. So let's get right into this video. The questions are in this phone, so I'm going to be reading from this. I don't know if some of you are open with your names being called in open, so I'll just play it safe and I won't call names. I will just read the questions. So the first question here says, hello Chilo, happy holidays, and I hope you're having an amazing time with your family. What I really want to know is, are you truly happy in Japan? Do you believe you made the best choice moving to Japan? Just curious to know. Thank you. This is quite a very deep question, and okay, let's attempt to answer it. Now, I'm really having an amazing time with my family. Thank you for asking. Yeah, am I truly happy in Japan? I mean, the Japan you put in the question now makes it feel like, okay, being in Japan, there's this sadness that should be with you or something like that. Am I truly happy in Japan? By God's grace, I'm naturally a very happy and contented person. That is, if you know me personally, like if you know Chilo on a very personal note, I'm somebody like that. Anywhere I am, it might be small, right from uni days in UNN. I might have a very small corner, like that is where my bed is, right? But in that corner, I'm going to try to make it home. I'm going to try to be happy, and that's just Chilo. Now, don't get me wrong, the Japan factor, I've said this several times in my videos, that Japan has a way of making you, maybe if you are very extroverted, you reduce a bit because of how quiet the country is. But it's not to the extent that I'll be sad. Like, do you know what sadness is? Sadness is deep. Sadness is very deep, because the opposite of happiness is sadness. So I would like to say, or like to believe, that I am happy. I'm in a good place. By God's grace, I'm in a good place. And you said, do you believe you made the best choice moving to Japan? Just curious to know. I made a video where I said, the video was, I didn't want to move to Japan. And in that video, guys, I think I just told you guys all the reasons, what led up to me coming to Japan, how Japan and stuff like that. And the honest truth is, before I came to Japan, I didn't believe I made the best choice. I'm not even going to sit down here and paint words. I didn't believe I made the best choice. But when I sit down and look at the things that have led up to this point that I am in now, I believe that this is where I should be at this time. I feel like all things work together for my good. I have blossomed in Japan. I have grown in Japan. God has been faithful. That's the honest truth. God has really been faithful. So the next one says, how long do you two plan to stay in Japan once you have received your degree? Where would you and your husband's dream place to settle down to start your next chapter in life, before and after kids, if that's part of your life's plan? Guys, let me finish the degree first now. You guys have asked me this question in different dimensions or in different. Let me finish the degree first now, and also keep in mind that my husband has, he's here independent of me, right? So it's not as if when once my degree finish, he is packing up too or something like that. He is here very independent of me. If me, Chioma, decides that I want to leave Japan, it does not stop him from being in Japan if he wants to be in Japan. So he's actually here very independent of Chilo, very independent of me. So yeah, as for this question, I would just say, let me finish it first now. To be honest with you guys, life has been life when it comes to lab life, goals and stuff like that. So at this point, I don't think I'm careful not to put myself under the pressure of, what next after school, do you get me? But for now, just wish me well, keep me your prayers, and let me finish the degree first. Yeah, next question, do you speak Japanese? Can you do your next vlog introduction in Japanese? Is your husband also a student in Japan? Okay, first question, do you speak Japanese? I've said this thing in several of my videos that my Japanese, I tag survival Japanese, because I don't like to pride myself like, oh yeah, I really do speak Japanese, and then I'll make mistake and you get me. But I find my way around. I speak survival Japanese. I can't communicate my thoughts. I can't do an introduction in Japanese language. So let me do that one for you, which is the next question. Konnichiwa minasan. Watashi wa namae wa Chioma desu. So yeah, I can't manage. I can't find my way through introducing myself. If you watch, whenever I tell you guys, go and watch check Yoshi's channel, Shigma, just people I collaborate with, you would see that I actually speak some level of Japanese. Even some of my vlogs, if you listen well and you're not fast forwarding, you will see that I'm communicating sometimes in Japanese. So the third one is your husband also a student in Japan? Fam, I'll just put this disclaimer. I said get to know me tag. And I had a lot of you asking me questions about my husband. My husband is not the owner of this channel. It is Chilo that is the owner of this channel. And I don't know how I would feel if my husband had a channel and I was not a YouTuber, and he just goes out there telling people my personal details or my personal information. And if you ask me about us, I can answer you. But if you ask me about my husband per se, I mean, it's his private life, his personal life. I don't believe that because your wife is a YouTuber, your whole details will be out there. I'm the one that decided to be a YouTuber, not my husband. So yeah. So the next question is, do you intend to come back to Nigeria after your studies? What primary, secondary, and tertiary institution did you attend? Do you intend to come back to Nigeria? This is quite complicated now, because like I said, even if I finish, my husband is still here. If I have an opportunity, to be honest with you, never say never. That's the school of thought I belong to. Never say never. If I have a very good opportunity that will give me the kind of life I pray for, I hope for, I plan for, I work towards to, and it happens to be in Nigeria, my own home country, never say never. That's the honest truth. Never say never. What primary, secondary, and tertiary institution did you attend? Primary was Auntie Margaret's. It's in Cross River State. Secondary institution was Federal Girls. Is in Cross River State. And tertiary institution, which is university, was University of Nigeria and Nsukka. I think I've said this one several times on this channel that I am a super lioness. I'm a super lioness. Yeah, I went to UNN and I'm very proud of that school, like, honestly. Okay, so the next question says, do you watch anime? If you do, which one is your favorite and why? Also, does your husband watch it too? To be honest with you, I think I've said this in a different video too. I don't really watch anime, how will I put it? It's not really my thing. Yeah, so I'm not really into anime. I'm not really into anime, so I can't even say which one is my favorite and why. Does your husband watch it too? He doesn't. We are both movie people. Like, we can watch a movie, we can even watch a series together, right? Watch a movie, banter about it, gist about it. Yeah, we watch movies, but not anime. Yeah, this one said, I don't have any question. I just wish you and your husband good luck and happiness. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Guys, the well wishes, the love, the support I have gotten since I announced that I was getting married has been mind-blowing. God bless you all. As my questions, Are you a snob? Okay, I'm going to break it down because it's quite a lot. Are you a snob? I don't think I will count myself me snob. Me. Me that can strike a conversation with with any stranger, even on the train, as long as I see that you're open to it. Snob. If you even say this thing in my lab, people that will ambush you are plenty. I'm not a snob, but I have my moods. I have my days, I have my moods, but being a snob is not one of the things I would call myself. What constitutes a perfect day for you? Hi, this person just wants me to daydream. Perfect day. Let me close my eye and say it. Here you go. Wake up at any time I want to wake up. I'm not a morning person. I've said this thing several times on my channel. Go to the lab. Let me not lie. If I can remove lab, but we're adults, you have to be busy. Yeah, go to the lab, come back early from the lab, still sleep, press my phone, watch movie, watch YouTube videos, watch movie, Netflix and chill, call family back at home, laugh, banter, chat, press phone, and gist with my husband, banter with him, sleep, and the routine continues. Right, I just love me a very chilled, cozy day. I'm not really an outing person, right? I've said this before. I won't really categorize myself as that person that always wants to be out and about, but I have to be out and about, not like I want to be out and about. So yeah, that's like a perfect day. And then, how did you identify he is the one? That's a whole video on its own. I used to like all those videos that people say things like selfish reasons why I married my husband, selfish reasons why I married my wife, how I knew he's the one. I watch a lot of relationship or those kind of videos here on YouTube. So in the nearest future, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to do a full video dedicated to how I knew my husband was the one. And then, what are the relevant points to consider on planning a trip? I wish to do a 2-week trip to Nigeria. I live in Cameroon. Wow. Relevant points. Plan ahead of time. Plan ahead of time as much as you can. Even if you don't physically, plan, like especially when it comes to your clothing or your outfits, mentally think in your head from your wardrobe. This and this and this will not go. This and this and this will go. Book your flights down. Where you would stay for the period of time you would stay. Make sure that you've booked it or the person you'll be staying with is aware. Who will pick you from the airport. Try to prioritize rest and try to also create memories, Enjoy the moment as much as you can. Not every time be with your phone, but store memories so that when you're done, you can have something to look back on. This is quite vague because it took me unaware. I tried not to look at these questions so that I give natural answers. Hi Chilo, what do you study? I am pursuing a PhD degree in chemistry, and my major, like my research focus, is in the bioanalytical field. So I'm working with targeting virus, influenza virus, and stuff like that. Please, can I travel to Japan with hair products like Mega Growth Relaxer, Oil Sheen, Eco Gel, and how do I classify the luggage? Things. Okay, yeah, I think you can, but if you're going to be carrying those ones that are very big, it's best you put it in your main luggage. You cannot put it in your hand carriage. When I was traveling to Nigeria last 2 years, 2021, I made that mistake. I carried my I used to forget the name of that gel. It's in a yellow container. What's the name again? It's not my eco styling gel, but I shall carried it in my hand carriage, the whole thing, and they made me pour it. So I just had to scoop some into one small container, and then that was what they allowed me to fly with. So if you want to carry, it's better to put it in your main luggage, not in your hand carriage. Do you get me? Just so that they don't tell you to pour it and then you're pained. Okay, this person says, my dear Chilo, please, how beautiful is Japan? And also, could you keep us updated on when the 2023 MEC scholarship will start? Japan is very beautiful. That's the reason why, if you guys notice, this year I tried to do some vlogs here and there, a night out in Tokyo, all those kind of vlogs, because I realized that I don't really do justice to the beauty in Japan. I just sit down and tell you guys, and I could be lying for all you know, right? But showing you makes you. I think the video I put up recently, someone was like, "Omo, Japan fine, die." Like, Kai, you cannot debate it. Japan is very beautiful. Can you keep us updated? To be honest with you guys, I'm really taking it slow with scholarship or MEX videos, because I feel like I'm not just trying to move with adrenaline and post it because I know people would watch it. There's most times I don't feel like there's no new thing. I have about 5 videos strictly on MEX in my scholarship playlist, and a lot of those videos, some people have mailed me, sent me DMs. I know some people firsthand that have said that just by using my videos, they've been able to come to Japan, not even with talking with me or anything, just by using my videos. So I just feel like what I already have is enough. That's one reason. Second reason, I feel like I've lost touch. It's been about 4 years that I have not done the process myself. So I don't want to give out information based on 2017. That's when I applied. I don't want to give an information based on 2017 when maybe something has changed. So yeah, that's the reason why I would always refer people to my other videos. They are already very explanatory and detailed, and if something has changed, I have a beginner's video guide that you can use that one to even know has anything changed. The next question is, Chilo-san, what's your favorite hairstyle and nail polish? Do I really have? But thinking very deep about it, for favorite hairstyle, I would say something like this. Anything that just slips my hair to the back and just allows my face to show. I feel like it fits my face shape more. Yeah. My favorite nail polish, I feel like I want to say red, because a lot of times you guys see me with red nail polish, but I don't know, is it really that red is my favorite nail polish, or that red is just my safe color? I don't know. If you're a girl or a lady, you understand what I'm trying to say. You have that safe color that you're so sure this one fits you, that you're scared of trying others. But there was a time I was into black, but that was before I came to Japan. I was into like black nail polish, but now I think I'm in my red nail season and era. But will it necessarily pass for my best nail polish? That's what I don't know. But yeah, you will most likely catch me with a red nail polish. Hello Chilo, Merry Christmas. What is your biggest motivation? Wow. My biggest motivation would be myself. I just feel like God has put so much in me, and I cannot afford to disappoint myself. My second biggest motivation would be my loved ones, my family, my husband. See, I don't think I've seen anybody that believes so much in me like my husband. Like, when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to career, you know, when somebody just like, you can't do this. There's some mails I send and I'm panicking. Today is Thursday. There's a mail I sent yesterday and I was telling him, I don't know. And he looked at me and he was like, it's like you don't even know who you are. Irrespective of being your husband, girl. Like, if I see your mail, even the way you write it, even the way you go, like, so he's one of also my biggest motivation. And then I just feel like failure, does that count? Failure, I just feel like I can't afford to fail. There's this song I was listening to before I pressed the play button. The song is, I walk with God the Father, walk with God the Son, I walk with God the Spirit, 3 of them join, I get back, you know. Hey, hey. I know they walk alone. It's by Victoria Orenzi. So it just feels like there's just so much. I can't afford. I have backing. And by God's grace, I have the best amount of support system. I'm surrounded with support. Since you got married, has your relationship with your male friends changed? No. It hasn't. But I can understand where this question is coming from. By the time I put out this question box, I hadn't shot a video with Yoshi and those my friends since I got married. So it could come off like, it's like she got married and she's no longer talking to Yoshi. As in, I don't understand. Like, my husband will be the one to tell me, how far now, you've not shot video with Yoshi. It hasn't changed, and that's also because of the kind of person I am. I'm not someone that doesn't have, boundaries or structures in place. So that also has an impact, I think, on my husband. He has 100% trust, in me. If there is even anybody that encourages me, like, it's been a while I saw this person, it's my husband though. So nothing has changed, honestly. I've never seen you do another question. I've never seen you do live video where your fans can at least chat with you and get to know you more. Not every time sit down videos. Try and come out live and also be doing live videos at least once or twice a month. Just my question, Sha. Yeah, to be honest with you, I've never done a live video, not on Instagram, not on YouTube. And I genuinely don't have any reason why I've not done it. I will just peg it or tag it time. But I know if I make time and create time for it, it is possible to just like have a chat. So maybe you guys tell me in the comment section, are you interested in another thing, I used to feel like people are not really interested in those kind of videos from me. But you guys let me know. I'm open to your suggestions. Do you still live in Japan? Yeah. I feel like some of you, after my wedding vlog or series, you guys stopped watching me because there was even another post I made on my community, and by that time I was probably up to 4 months back in Japan, and I had people telling me welcome back, and I'm like, welcome back from where? I've been back and I've been putting out videos. Like, I'm still in Japan, guys. What are the things you do for fun in your young marriage? I'm just a week married. I need to make time with my hobby before he travels back, since I won't be following him immediately. The things we do for fun, we have date night every 2 weeks. It's a rule, it's a structure that we just put, since we got married. Even when we're dating, we're like, these are the things that we will be doing. So we have date night every 2 weeks. Whether we have a misunderstanding, whether we are stressed, we already know that every fortnight, every Friday, like today is a Thursday, I'm making this video. Tomorrow is our date night for this month, right? Today is a Thursday, tomorrow is our date night. So after tomorrow, we might not have date night the following Friday, but the upper Friday will be date night. That way, twice a month, we have date night. Another thing is, me and my hobby, we try to do things as much as possible together, gisting, bantering. See, if you guys put a camera in this house, it's mostly gist and banter and laugh and yabbing that we are doing, stuff like that. We watch movies together, we watch series together. Some series he's ahead of me and he'll try to give me spoiler, that kind of thing. This guy would die, and I'll be like, don't tell me, leave me alone, just kind of thing. Yeah, this one said, do you have any intention of moving to another country after your degree, and which country would you like to move to? Fam, like I think it's similar to that one where I said, let me finish the degree first, guys. Well, I think it's safe to say that I'm still here, very much here. My husband is here, but if you're talking about if I have to leave Japan any day, or when or if I get to leave Japan, I think it would be an English-speaking country. This one says, how did you meet your spouse? That's another full video. Do you know the reason that video has not gone up? It's because myself and my husband, I want us to shoot that video together. Why? Every time we are telling this story to friends, family, it's like we have two different versions. And so the story usually makes more sense when it's two of us that come, like, sit down and tell you this story. So we actually have it in mind. That's one of the, if you see a video that my husband is in, please click very fast. So yeah, that's one of the videos that I really want both of us to film, and he's been very busy this period, but we have it in mind. That's the honest, and it will happen soon. It will come up very soon. So turn on your notification bell. But that's a full-blown video. It's not something I will just answer here. I want to ask you another question. I want to ask you how you knew you were in love with your husband. This is so sweet. I would say this is a full-blown video, but I'll just give a little things here and there. I just was sensitive to him. Like, when I mean sensitive to someone, I've lived a large percentage of my life very independent. I was a boarder, so I didn't really go to secondary school from my parents' house. I was also living in school for uni, so I've been very independent. I've always had my shit, my space. I don't want, like, I'm that kind of person, right? But with my husband, I'm sensitive to him. Ideas just keep flowing in my head of how to make him happy, or how to love upon him, or how to speak his love language. I'm just sensitive to him. And then I have this peace that passes all understanding about him. Why did you want to study abroad instead of in your homeland? Where are you in completing your studies? I don't know how to answer this. Why did you want to study abroad? In that other video where I said, why Japan and all, I said it, I got a fully funded scholarship. I don't understand. Was I supposed to throw that out of the window? It counts for something, right? Where am I in completing my studies? By God's grace, I've come a very long way. I did my master's and I'm doing my PhD. Fingers crossed, when I'm completing, or if I'm completing, I'll still come out here. I told you guys when I finished my master's, I'll still come out here and tell you guys that Chilo has finished though. What are your pet peeves? This one. First, I hate entitlement. Lord, I don't like anything that looks like entitlement. And the thing with entitlement, people feel like when you talk entitlement, it's just money. Entitlement is not only money. People that feel entitled to your time, your energy, your resources, just entitlement. Like, I'm that kind of person that, because I'm sensitive to people I love, right? I can think out, this will be helpful to this person. This will be important to this person. Like, I can think out ways to surprise you. But the minute you start feeling entitled, you start coming off like, why can't you? Like, I don't know. I just don't like entitlement in any form. The second one is I don't like people that take people for granted. I hate it. Why? Especially when the person is a good person. A typical example, my professor is, I have said it over and over again, my professor is a very nice person. He has a very good heart, and that's not something that is common. When you go on Twitter, the academic forums on Twitter, you see people complaining bitterly of bad professors and how that can have a terrible impact on you. And then you now have a good professor, and you now want to take it for granted. You don't show up, you don't do your work, you don't do... Like, I just feel like when someone is nice to you, don't take it for granted. When you have a nice brother or a nice sister, don't take it for granted. When you have a nice husband or a nice wife, don't take it for granted. Like, you don't have to experience deep sadness or see shaggy before you appreciate what you have. That's just my ideology. I don't like people taking good people for granted. I feel it's not fair. And then you now start, you act good, you act responsible, you act more sensible around the seemingly wicked ones. Why? Okay, and then the last thing that I hate, gosh, I hate people that don't know how to mind their business. Like, how does it feel like you have a say, a take, an opinion on everything and everybody's life? Like, I can't stand people that every other person's business is their business. Like, you always have an advice to somebody's life. I'm not saying it's wrong, especially if it's your close friend. It comes with some certain level of superiority complex. You feel like your life is so perfect that, like, a typical example is somebody posts their engagement. Let's say, even now that I am married, if someone posts an engagement, I would just say congratulations and keep it going. But you now see some people saying congratulations. Now so they start. I hope it lasts. This one. Why do you have an opinion? Why do you always feel? And most times people that don't mind their business, 80% of the time, they're pessimists. They always have doom attached to their mouth. I don't know why. Or you see somebody that announces that the person is, let's say, like, there was this YouTuber I watched, I say she was pregnant, or she was pregnant, and then you now see someone saying, enjoy it while it lasts, though, before very children start coming, they will do like this, they will do like that. Why do you always have a bot to your congratulations? Or there was someone that posted something, she snapped a picture. She's a content creator on Instagram. She's not really a YouTuber, and she had white chairs, and people were not telling her, I can see that you don't have children. That is why you have white chairs. Do you think this person doesn't know what the person is doing? Why do you always have an opinion and a say? I don't like people that don't know how to mind their business. And I'm just thinking, sometimes, even if you have these thoughts, can you keep it to yourself? Or people that will just go to their house, they leave their own problem. The only thing they are gisting about and discussing about is you, your life, your plans, and your decisions. So yeah, that's the last point. What do you do for fun? Oh God, this question. How do I answer it? I like to sleep. I like to eat. I watch movie. I surf the internet. I gist. Ask my people. I just like being all cozy, in the room with the heater, watching a movie. And this last question is, where are you from? I'm from Anambra State, Nigeria. I think I've said this before, you guys know I'm from Nigeria. That's always in my introduction. But Anambra, in my traditional wedding video, I said en route Anambra, and a lot of you could tell that I'm from Anambra. My parents are from Anambra State. Yeah. So that's the last, and I'm excited that I have gotten this video off my chest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As you can see, I really enjoyed shooting it. I had fun. And see you next time on Chilotalks. Bye for now, guys.